Yeah, Oakland sending in who I'd say is their most obscure character on their side to start off with. Lucas, a little less played, not any less good per se. He has quite a good projectile in that PK fire, and he has a couple of anti-approach tools with both nair and down tilt. And I'd say we're going to see a battle of can Palutena get in against PK fire with her
We
massive
also,
disjoints to get something started.
yes, we're also seeing already right off the bat, Saturn very aware of Palutena's energy projectiles being side B and neutral B, both able to heal Saturn in this situation, and that's really dangerous in most games, but it's extra dangerous in a crew battle where that percent is all. Oh,
The neutral get up read, clearing out that stock a little bit early for Tohjo there. And now we get to see Palutena at her fullest potential, where her opponent has to approach her and sort of deal with her ability to preemptively anti-air with the nair loops and catch these jump-ins. However, Saturn doing a great job at just poking away with forward airs.
yeah, he lost his stock very early and in very dramatic fashion, being Saturn. But it's not like he was playing from behind before that. It was one stray hit, and it looks like he's still fairly in control in this situation if he can finish off this stock.
Yeah, and you know, MSU's team might not be invincible, but Palu's back air and her dash attack both are. And
Absolutely are.
we're just taking advantage of those. Saturn trying to preemptively stuff some options with a forward air or something, and just getting a meaty shield straight into his face.
There we see Tohjo getting a couple punishes, baiting out a shield with a little bit of movement, getting some grab. That grab from Palutena is so good, leading to forward air, back air, all sorts of options out of grab. So that's something you're going to have to look out for. But there we see Saturn with a grab of his own.
Yeah, speaking of grabs, Lucas with 3, 4, I don't know, 25 maybe different kill throws out of his grab. Not as combo oriented, but at later percents, it's something to be quite scared of.
You don't need combos if your grabs take stocks.
Yeah. Ooh, down tilt 2-frame into back air. Palutena's down tilt has about 1.5 billion active frames, making it the perfect tool to just hang over the ledge and wait for somebody to run into it and confirm into that back air.
Yeah, and here we see Tohjo really starting to apply the pressure in what appears to be Saturn's last stock if he isn't able to make a little switch.
Yeah, no, you see the power of Palutena and the power of Tohjo on this character as well, just sort of outclassing Saturn in a lot of these interactions in terms of how can Lucas deal with just raw Palutena dash attack. Does Lucas even have a button that can reach through Palutena's nair or get him past that giant up air in those juggle situations?
And I'm thinking right about now, those are the questions that are running through Saturn's head because it doesn't look like he has much of an answer in this first game.
Yeah, how do you beat a move in neutral that has literal invincibility?
Wurblenurfer, Saturn trying to play a little more defensively, trying to hold onto the stock, see if he can find some openings, maybe a grab.
Yeah, just one. Yes, that's perfect. Going into game 2 at the very least, it's not going to be a 2-stock lead, but just a 1-stock lead. Although that Zaire does start quite a few nasty combos that I've seen for Lucas. Or Saturn could have had quite the opening there. Although he's starting to bring it back, 49% on Tohjo. We're back into this neutral situation, both players feeling each other out just a little bit here and there.
Yeah, Tohjo knows he's ahead in this situation, and he's definitely playing like it. Saturn, though, not dying That was about the third dash attack that have hit, and at this point,
Yeah,
and
I was going to say,
takes it.
how many times can the dash attack be mere pixels away from killing before your luck runs out? And it looks like that was the final straw. Yeah, Roy, quite a powerful character of his own. He has these sweet spots and sour spots, and they all have like pretty unique traits, I would say, as well. Roy is a character most known, I would say, for his absurd kill power. And he has quite a few confirms to his name as well, with his Jair, the jab back air combo, and Jide B as well. Roy's side B, sweet spot, killing it like, what, 50 at ledge?
Yeah, very, very ridiculous options, and that's really what you want going into this game. You want to even up those stocks if you're Oakland right now, because you don't want this to slip away from you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, both players, again, just feeling each other out for just a second before trying to get a really big opening. Looks like Brawley's going to get the first one with that grab, up throw, up air. Both players not quite getting a super meaningful hit yet to start extending a lead into this one-stock game on the MSU side, or potentially try and start lapping Oakland. And it looks like Tohjo has got that. Ooh, okay, electing to go for the down tilt into the turnaround Nair. Not done with him yet, but the down throw back air. He's so far away, barely making it back. Back throw, almost.
Not gonna kill yet.
Again? All right, Brawley's back in there now, but not for long. The back air just sweeping him off of that little bit of momentum he had on that platform extension, and he's out of there. That's another stock for MSU.
Yeah, it's such a good return on investment for Tohjo right off the bat, and then MSU as a whole. Tohjo's still in the driver's seat right now, trying to go for an edge guard there, gets caught by up B.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the dollar store Nair loops, but it looks like Tohjo is taking Oakland to the 4-for-3 store, getting just a little bit of extra value off of that last stock that he had.
Yeah, absolutely, but Brawley being able to turn that around, this MSU team right now is looking almost unstoppable. Let's see what Brawley has to say about that.
Not to miss the little things, but this is my favorite Rob skin. I love him very much. He's a little cherry boy.
He's large and he's also red.
Yeah, no, I aesthetics wise, I gotta say I love all of the black and red skins in this game. That's those are the ones that I'll usually play. Both of them just bobbing to the beat. I wish that I had just a tiny bit of beatboxing skills to make this situation like lip worthy. I'll work on it for hopefully the next time I get to play.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of looking forward to it, Brawley, that 30-second mark hit, and he's already in there. 2 forward airs into the, or 2 nairs into the forward air. Quick little string.
Yeah, Brawley is looking to even this up, but not if Nectar has anything to say with it, with the jab reset. And the side B stage, that'll kill.
Absolutely killed. Nair into side B. It is a true combo coming from Rob. All right, Rob, all of these large sort of lingery hitboxes that come from above, especially that Nair, it's very difficult to deal with for a lot of characters because you just fall on top of them and you get to be safe, and Rob just gets to go into these down tilt loops, and that's not even mentioning the 2 very powerful projectiles. However, unfortunately, Nectar ran out of recovery sauce down there and lost one of his stocks for it. Brawley going on the aggressive once again, Nair into forward air.
Yeah, Brawley trying to pin down Nectar right now. Nectar has the use of the projectiles right now, and that can be a thorn in the side against a character without a reflector like Roy.
Brawley had those 2 forward airs just a second earlier and went for the back air. However, Nectar just went over the top. Unfortunate little situation as Brawley committed to trying to get the kill. However, Brawley trying to get off the ledge now. That down throw, confirming into the up air, not quite killing.
This forward tilt almost killing off the ledge. Looks like Roy's having a little bit of trouble dealing with the gyro. Down tilted off the stage. Nectar rolls in, gets punished by a back air.
Not losing the stock though. Sometimes it can feel like a massive physics equation trying to deal with where Rob is placing the gyro, but that Roy side B super killing once again. Probably would have killed 100% earlier than it did in that spot.
Now it looks like Nectar's really trying to get this kill right now, and that can be really dangerous in these situations. He needs to keep a calm head, but that parry up smash is going to take it. Still only a 1 stock difference between these teams right now.
Yeah, parries on point. Brawly going even stocks wise, 3 for 3. MSU maintaining just a small lead. Oakland approaching the problem of how do you beat this very projectile based sort of like Wall-E character. Very...
Wally.
Oh no, the train of thought's gone.
I absolutely apologize.
Oh no, it's all right. Tiles, walls. Okay, yeah. Oakland answering the question of what do I do about this sort of like brick wall of a character in front of me? Answer coming up. Well, use a character that has a very vortex-based sort of advantage state where once they're in, they're never leaving, like Ken.
Yeah, the Shoto is specifically known for their insane combo potential and early kills coming out.
Yeah, tons of mix-ups in their combo trees for sure. We see that up tilt into the crescent kick, a Tatsu into down tilt, like 50% off of just that tiny opening that he got. Definitely just a ton of damage coming off of this character.
Yeah,
that up air almost... Excuse me?
Not only was that a ton of damage coming out, it also put Wurblenurfer in a position where, you know, Shoryu is going to start killing right now. It has been for about, 60% as well. So just winning this kill is going to be key. Wurblenurfer trying to play patient right here. Very smart strategy, and there we see it.
Yeah, just like you mentioned, up tilt for that shield pressure. Nectar likely trying to jump out of shield, just get out of dodge, doesn't want hit with one of those nasty shield break setups from Ken. It looks like we're getting into it with Hawk versus Wurblenurfer. Another even game, we're going to have the 30 seconds at the start. Electing to go to small battlefield for this. They're just gonna long range fist bump each other real quick. Okay, now we're moving. Both players just stretching out before they have to fight.
Full calisthenics, it's important. Get that heart rate up, get the limbs loose and limber. And here we go, starting off 6-6. This is a very defining moment right now.
Yeah, and it looks like Wurblenurfer kind of taking the approach of like, well, if he's going to try and zone me with a sword, I'm going to use fireballs. However, Hawk has already taken a couple tiny little openings for himself. All right, what can Wurblenurfer do off of this? Looks like Hawk getting back to ledge and sort of forcing his way back onto the stage a little bit. There's an opening for Wurble, though.
Here we see Hawk with all the stage pressure in the world right now.
I think certainly a character capable of exuding a lot of presence, especially with these platforms at just the right height for a neutral air to be able to cover both above and below them.
Focus there, getting Wurblenurfer out of a sticky situation, only taking the damage from that. Good stuff from him being aware of that situation and being able to get out of it. Now we see Hawk with the up tilt able to secure that kill for his team. Only 88%, but that's enough for Shoryu to start killing. And
Ooh. Yeah, Wurble trying the same exact setup that worked at the end of Nectar's stock last game. However, Hawk not amused, just holding shield, knowing you're not going to go for the shield break variation this time. You're going to try and end my stock off an anti-air. It's that extra little between players data, that extra dialogue and information given to both players. Wurble, though, shielding that perhaps poorly spaced back air into the up smash. Both these players down a stock now. However, Wurble quite a bit of percent behind, although it's no problem making that up for Ken.
Good use of the Tohjo on ledge, catching Hawk, trying to recover high, but there we see the up air going to finish off Wurblenurfer's stock.
Oh, that setup. Oh, he didn't get the true Shoryuken input, so it didn't kill. It might have been the game. Oh, Wurblenurfer, though, with the presence just to take a deep breath, get another opening, and even this out at 0-0 on the third stock.
Yeah, for a player who last week went through an entire team, Hawk is having a little bit more problem against Wurblenurfer's Ken here. Let's see who's able to clutch out this game.
Wurble showing up majorly in this do-or-die situation for sure. With already 2 stocks off of Hawk, last week's MVP overall for the league.
We see both these players playing very patiently, playing fairly passively, but here we see some damage coming out from Wurble.
Hadoken barely missing the jump off ledge. Right, Hawk getting a little bit more footing, holding that center stage position, landing a neutral air, and now Wurble was in the air for just a brief second, and now they're off stage. Okay, that was an interesting bait. It looked to me like Hawk just like failed to fall through the platform for that for that neutral B. However, Hawk had different plans. Not a whole lot of lag on that move. Between Spectral and Hawk, perhaps the last game of this series if Spectral isn't able to take down the 1 stock that Hawk has remaining. Battlefield, the unexpected pick from my perspective, I think he gets a whole lot off of having these extra platforms. However, on the other hand, Lucina is a character with some powerful juggles, and these platforms can get in the way of landing situations, especially for bigger, heavier characters like Ike.
Yes, Spectral, very confident in their decision to go to this stage, despite what the, what on paper it looks like. Both these players can get a lot off of these platforms, and it's going to be a juggle whether they want to, who's going to be doing the juggling.
Spectral showing perhaps a little bit of why they might have chosen this stage with that up B out of shield, going up to the 3rd platform. That hits behind him? Excuse me?
There was such an insane coverage of tech options there on that platform. Just putting so much...
I've never seen that setup.
Yes, it's such a huge hitbox.
Yeah, just the, what was that, neutral air into the Aether charge on the TechChase on that platform. Hawk showing that even if people think of Ike as a more straightforward, sort of a square block, round hole kind of character, he got tricks.
Yes, absolutely, but here we see Hawk actually really in a bad spot. 145% against Spectral's relatively low 64%. Spectral trying to get this kill right now, wants to even it up, give it a 3-3 against MSU, one of the strongest teams in our league right now.
Aether super armoring through the F tilt that would have certainly killed there. Both these players just trying desperately to hold on to their stocks, but that dash attack just barely clipping just the tip of that sword into Spectral's face. Another super armor situation there. That Aether forward, armoring through the forward air. Now we're seeing Hawk try and take off. However, feels himself just a little too much, and that F smash gets out of shielded by an F smash of Spectral's own. Spectral losing that stock, but not losing the set so far. Looks like we're going to get the chance to see MSU's last player on their roster this week that they do not want to have to deal with just losing their Lumas and being, in my opinion, a more subpar character without that extra little bit of hitbox to go with all of their already okay tools. Luma definitely being the factor that sets Rosalina over the edge in a lot of situations. Yeah, Linus preparing the up smashes. I can imagine. This is a stressful situation for Spectral for sure. Only having 2 stocks against such another powerful player, having to clutch this out for the Oakland team if they want to maintain their undefeated status, especially against the #1 seed in this tournament, or in this league situation.
Yeah, and here we see Spectral actually doing a very good job at the start of this, playing very defensively. He knows he has one less stock than his opponent, and he's got to levy that right now.
He definitely has to make something happen for sure, and it looks like Linus is content to just kind of like abuse being this giant body that has a whole extra stock, killing early, living longer than Spectral.
Yes, it was a very good decision so far in this match to go with the Bowser, because it looks like it's paying off. Ooh, almost gets that tack. Linus with all the percent in the world to play around with this. It is definitely, the ball is definitely in his court right now.
Linus going for a couple Randy F smashes here and there. Looks like they just want to get this over with. They don't want to hear us talking about how hard it's going to be for Spectral. They just want to hear us talking about how MSU maintains their undefeated status.
Yes, and here we see Spectral very much in kill percent right now. Does not want to get any stray hits, but there we see the Nair. Tries to catch it with another F smash. Doesn't connect. Spectral has that scouted, but not the down air.
Just the aggression from Linus in that whole situation. The Nair into the back air kill attempt, into the F smash kill attempt, into just down airing out of disadvantage. Linus wanted blood. They did not want to have that game continue any longer.